Then roll the other way. Could now be a fruit roll up and we'll roll up together. What do you say? Great to see you. Bay Area besties, great to see such a wonderful turnout. Just so many of my very best friends. It's like a treasure chest of my favorite gem kind of friends. Isn't that what friends really are? They're like beautiful individual gems and rubies and diamonds in a treasure chest. Way more valuable than money. Not that I have anything against money, because then you can travel with your friends. And I just flipped the switch to go live around the world. The YouTube channel, we're fewer than 20 from getting to 1,000 subscribers. How long did that take me? That's taken me 4.5 years to get to 20 away from 1,000. Now I intend to go from 1,000 to 1 billion in just a few months. So that's called acceleration. So please take your finger and like and subscribe now, even if you don't like it. The motto around here is like whether you like it or not, subscribe whether you want to or not, because yoga is good for you. And you only have to do yoga 2 times, when you want to and when you don't want to. Now, the thing about Thursday night yoga, if you're brand new, is I'm on this magic carpet, magic blue carpet. And I gave all my friends in the Bay Area one of these, and some wanted them and some didn't, but those who wanted them have them. And if you don't have one in the Bay Area, please see me. I got a couple stacked brand new ones, brand new in the wrapper. If you're around the world and you don't have one, I can't give away 8 billion of these, but go on Amazon, look for tri-fold 4-inch mattresses, $56. They'll be delivered by tomorrow. You'll have it ready for next Thursday. So tonight we're doing restorative yin yoga. If you're over 50 or younger than 50, you're in the right place. So I could talk a lot, but I'd rather move with my friends. I'm much more of a visceral person, I think. So just move your shoulders around. We'll do some joint juice. So the reason I'm using the blue cushion is I've discovered for myself a few months ago, coming out of an injury, that doing restorative yoga on the cushion just allowed me to relax deep into what layers of my body I really haven't been in for a long time. Other way with your shoulders. And I got so damn excited about it. I was like, I'm going to show the whole world this. So I bought 25 of these blue cushions, and I dragged them all to where I teach in public, which was really hard when you have a Chevy Volt. And I didn't know what to do with them, so I just gave them away. And now I realized we could do a Zoom class on Thursday night called Thursday Blue Cloud Amazing Magic Unicorn Miracle Yoga, 7, 8. All things work together for those who love good. All right, speaking of which, we'll bring in the proprietor. Cat, cat, come hither, cat. Now, the cool thing about cats is they always do exactly what you want. That's the great thing about cats. Inhale up, out to the side, up your back. By the way, this is called Via Yama. If you're crispy in Cleveland, atrophied in Atlanta, or petrified in Phoenix, this is the way that I've been warming up with my friends since the turn of the century. And you should see us here in the Bay Area. We all look 20, 30 years younger than our chronological age. We're young, we're springy, we're way smarter than the average bear, rich, fun-loving. Now, a lot of that's true. Poof. We're also very humble. One more. So we spend a couple minutes warming up our damn bodies. All right, head, 1, 2. Now, if you're 11 and you're a Romanian gymnast, you're watching from Eastern Europe, warm up anyway. You don't need to, but it feels good. A lot of my Bay Area friends are world-class, amazing athletes, but they know they need to chill out once or twice a week. 6, 7, 8. Other way. By the way, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It says, I do what I want. And it's not me, it's my cat that does that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. I'm feeling better already. Relax your head down for 15 seconds. Close your eyes. Stop thinking, or at least a willingness to think less. Thinking is a wonderful faculty, but not at 110% every single second. Good. Now, one of the great things we do here in the Bay Area is we chant Om together. It's just a way to vibrate. Inhale. Om. All of our Oms are joining together. Om. Good. Now, is this Sunday school? No, it's Thursday school. Hands at the heart. And if you're not a praying person, just suffer through this part. God, love, source, bless all of us everywhere, always. Bring joy to all beings, even the people that annoy me and cut me off on the freeway. Amen. Good. Simple twist, stretch up. I know if you're very tight in Tennessee, it's really hard. Get up really tall like my Bay Area friends. Turn left, right hand, left knee. Now, we're not trying to be the bendiest person in the class. That's like Monday, Tuesday, Saturday class. This is Thursday. You're not comparing yourself to the other primates. You're perfect just the way you are. And now we're going to each examine our own body, mind, psyche. The ideal is to slow down thinking so much that we merge with the infinite. Good. Inhale up. Merge with the infinite. Now you're talking. Lace your hands. Push up. If you're tight, oh boy, I'm glad you're here. You got to start somewhere. Right. Good. Now I'm looking at the new chair I bought for my YouTube studio. Nice recliner. Bought it from a friend. Got a good deal. I think it's going to work out. I got so many projects going, I don't even know what's going on, but it is like riding a rocket ship. Inhale here. Exhale. And come on out. Now, all of my Bay Area friends have yoga blocks and they're fabulously flexible. So you friends around the world, when my Bay Area friends put a couple of blocks in front and stack them properly, they're going to find it very easy to rest their head on something. Now, if you're very atrophied in Atlanta, I just want you to lean forward a little bit. I want you to do what you can do. Some of my friends can come down and face plant. Don't even look. Close your eyes. Make it more visceral than visual. Every movement is a prayer. Every breath is a conscious contact. And since we spend some time, I already can move my blocks down one size. Now my shoulders, which tend to hunch up and cause migraines, my shoulders are relaxing. That's taken me 68 years to begin to let some of the PTSD out. I don't know how much, we don't know, but we can get a little better every day. Good, my friends, come on up. Now you may think me being dramatic, going, "Oh, my PTSD." I'm not. I ain't complaining a bit. It's a great life journey. But some people didn't necessarily have perfect childhoods. When did PTSD start for me? In the womb. My mom drank and smoked to excess, and so I squeezed out 2 months early, and then decided to start doing yoga. Relax forward with your legs crossed. If you had a perfect childhood with wonderfully perfect parents, God bless you. We need you. Maybe roll your forehead out a little bit. We're calm, peaceful souls. Letting out the bad, letting in the good. Pretty simple, really. Inhale, look forward, if that makes sense. I'm lengthening out my serpentine spine. Exhale, deepen. Relax. Be happy. Good, friends. Next inhale. Come on up. Good job. Okay, so I have to manage like 12 really bendy people in the Bay Area and billions of really tight people. So my friends in the Bay Area, they're going to turn their hands, little fingers in, and they're going to lean forward into their wrists like this. If you're desperate in Dallas or petrified in Pittsburgh, bring your hands behind you and lean back into your wrists like this, because I know you ain't getting your hands out here. So this or this is the same flexion of your wrist. Drop your chin either way and stretch those forearms. My teacher used to say that's where the tension goes, forearms and shins. Stop thinking. If you know ujjayi breathing, that soft, whispery seashell sound made at the back of your throat, that will really float your boat. I would like to float your boat. If you're brand new, I'm an avid drummer, been playing for 44 months. Finally got selected at my local community college to make the ensembles, finally, after 2 previous failures. So I really use my wrists and hands and fingers a lot, and I need to keep them. I'm not competing, but I'm collaborating with kids that are like 11 and 12 years old. So I got to stay frisky. Good. Come out of that. Now I know that leaves a big dent. So if you can, bring your feet together. If you can't, come back to every class, go internal rotation behind your back. And if you get stuck here, good for you. That's where you got to be. Pack them in. Chickens. For those who can, elbows inside your knees. And then my bendy friends like, Stephanie, somebody, they're going to press their elbows all the way in together. So since I'm simulcasting on YouTube and Zoom at the same time, what's cool is they're 2 entirely different entities. My Zoom friends aren't bothered by the YouTubers. YouTubers can't see the Zoomers. It's super high tech. Now, it seems like, why don't I just squeeze my elbows together? That would break my wrists, my shoulders, and seriously damage me, and I would go to the ER. Now I'd get a lot more range of motion. It would just take me months to recover. So this is my edge. Good. Now come out of that. 1, me and my Bay Area besties, we do this every single week. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more warm-ups and then serious laying in bed together, kids. Sounds good, doesn't it? Shake it out. Ups and downs. I'm sore. I'm sore in my hands, man. Hours of drumming every single day, yoga, golf, picking up my 18-pound cat. It's not easy being me. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Be a calm, peaceful soul. Okay, you guys, I don't want it to be all warm up. I want to get to some blue cloud magic, happy yoga. So go get the big cushion off the back of your couch, unless you have a yoga bolster. I've given many of these away over the years. If you don't have one and you live in the Bay Area, come see me. Now, what am I doing? I'm putting this over here. I'm not using it yet. I'm just putting over to the side. We're just going to do some cats and cows together. I just think if the whole planet did cats and cows together, especially if we got all 8 billion people to do it at the same time, there'd be a lot of problems cleared up. We could all breathe the fresh, clean air together. We could move our spines up and down. We would realize there's no shortage, that God love source makes everything available to all beings that will receive up and down. Now here's our first formal restorative pose. My knees go out wider. This is why I love this blue cushion. Now, I could bring my knees all the way out and go crotch down, but I'm just widening out, big toes together. If you're tied in Tennessee, you're going to be stuck up. You ain't going nowhere. So you get one or two of these big cushions, and instead of ripping your crotch open, you kind of lay on this and your butt will be way up in the air because you're tight as a boiled owl. Now, my Bay Area friends, they'll probably just go all the way out, knees down, crotch down, feet down, and they'll even be able to lay on their left or their right ear. Or if you want, you could slide your chin forward. But I wonder if you would just lay in child's pose with me. Now I'm doing the easier version. I'm up on the cushion. In a moment, I'm going to slide this out of the way. I'm going to do restorative yoga for me as well. If you're way up here and you're not using a soft surface, go into your bedroom, bring the laptop, do this on your bed. It will make a difference. 2 minutes. Now, am I saying you newcomers aren't going to feel anything? That restorative yoga is just like being on an epidural or an anesthetic? No, I'm not. You're going to feel something. You want to get to that edge where it feels supported, safe. There's a sensation. You know you're expanding, but it's not. You're able to get into your rest and relaxation mode while getting in the stretch. Okay, now I'm moving my cush out of the way because I want to bring my tush down. I'm grinding my gears down into the mat. Crotch is all the way down on my ear. Not bad for 50 years old. Good. Now, if you've been on one ear the whole time, Van Gogh over to the other ear. Okay. Sometimes I'll slide my arms underneath me, palms up. Oh, that feels great. Oh boy, that feels good. Got my hands down south of the border. Now I'm sliding my hands back out. I'm getting back up on my elbows for some leverage. It takes some weight out of my undercarriage. And we spend some time in these poses. It makes a difference to spend time. Now, all I'm doing is I'm coming down, stretching out. Oh, here's my phone. I'll check my messages. I haven't checked my messages in 15 seconds. Nope. All All right, now all my Bay Area friends, they can bend their right knee like that, no problem. They're embarrassed how easy this is so far. Then they can take their right arm out, no problem. But if you're crispy in Cleveland, there's no foot back there. So if you can't do that yet, get a yoga strap or a belt or a sheet or something or a towel and see if you can wrap around your foot, because if you can't grab your foot no more, there's still a small window of hope for you, and I'd love to take advantage. Now, for me, I'm no expert at this, but I can grab my foot. Good. Now, if this was a really super active yoga class, I would say, lift up, but I just want you to relax. I want you to relax. Let your hips sink. Kind of take how do I describe this? Take your zipper in the front and gently push it down into the mat. That's probably not going to get in trouble for saying that. Strong into your left elbow. Now, my Bay Area friends, they're getting bored, so they're probably going to want to lift the leg up a little bit and lift their chest up. Now, the Ukrainian gymnasts watching, they're tickling the back of their head with their right foot. So we got people in this class that can't grab the foot to people who can grab the foot and put it up by their head. But we're not in a hurry. Close your eyes. Sink those hips down. Good. This is a great little warm-up for something we're going to do later. Now, all I'm doing, just releasing that side, crossing my right elbow in front. Ding. This one goes up. Arm goes out. Can you do that? If you can just do that, you're doing something. I'm on your side. Oh my God, there's no foot. Grab it if you can. Now, no lifting yet. My Bay Area friends with their Olympian mentalities, they want to go to the extreme. Just sink. Chest releases forward. Hips drop. Eyes close. I really like fast yoga. I like the fast, quick, fun, frisky handspring stuff. But I really like the genius of yin, restorative, taking my time, going deep into my bod. Lift it up now if you want. I can scarcely lift it up, and I've been doing yoga pretty long. Strong into your right elbow. If you don't feel this, I don't believe you. Then you're just only watching. Good. Release that side. Cool. Excellent. All right. Now I'm coming back up. Now I've moved all the way to the front of my mat. See that? I am not this fat. That's just t-shirt. See how super skinny I am? I'm not vain either. And do not make fun of me. Now, a couple of cats and cows. Now, I made up a sequence for the blue cushion, and it's pure genius. Not only is the blue cushion genius, but this sequence is, because it gets the entire body in a 360-degree range of motion that is better than Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth. If you can do the sequence, have fun. If you can't, you better work on it with us. Knees forward, knees hip distance apart. Fold your tippies under, ankles dorsiflexed. Push back, squat. Now, up until a few months ago, I had actually stopped squatting because of a meniscus injury, and I just stopped. It wasn't working for me. And then I found this, and it's like, oh, my ankles, I can spend some time. Now, all my friends in the Bay Area, some of them have their camera on. Their heels are all the way down. Their feet are wide. Some can even angle their toes in, elbows inside their knees, and their booties are on the floor. So not me, but at least I'm squatting. And the fact that I'm squatting creates more physiological benefit than just about any other yoga pose. I can name about 3 or 4 others, but squat is it. Really releasing my anterior tibialis, my soleus muscle, just tight. Good. Now, Here's the cool part of the sequence. Arms forward, sit. Stretch your legs out. Now, that's simple for a youngster, but if you're 60, you might break your butt or tip back over and go into the bathtub. I don't know. Now from here, stretch up really tall. Shoot your legs out. Sit up tall. Push your legs down into the cushion. Good. Now from here, hands down, bring them back, feet in, rocket your booty to the moon. Lift. This is one of the 5 great poses. This one. This is anti-squatting. Good. Now sink down. Now we go back in reverse order. Pull your feet in as far as you can. You're crispy in Cleveland. Oh, your legs get to here. I quit. You think, don't quit. Bring your feet in. Now, can you just lift up a little? Can you do this? What should we call this movement? Rocking chair, just buns up and down. Really good for you. Now, the hard part, this is a challenge for me, I admit. Over my petrified toes. And then I bring my knees down. Ugh. Not my favorite. Now here's what I can do that I couldn't do a couple of months ago. Toes folded under, kneeling on my hands. Now make your hips go as far away from your heels as you can. You're not going to thank me now, but you'll thank me soon and for the rest of your life. Humphrey Bogart talking to Ingmar Bergman at the end of Casablanca. Go get on that plane. Lift up. We should have movie night. Oh, my toe. Jesus, that was a religious experience. Okay, come on back up. See, I'm doing this yoga with you. This is not AI. Couple of cats and cows. Oh. Seriously, guys, I'm on a mission from God to help humans feel better in their body. Everybody feels like crap in their mind and body, and we're all angry at each other, and we think everyone else is the enemy, and we've found the enemy, and the enemy is inside of us, and we're going to dig it out and redeem it with yoga, ups and downs. I know other people suck sometimes, but men get better and worse in congregation. We only get better one by one. Good. Now, I'm going to widen my knees out. My knees are wide. I'm going to stand up on my wide knees. My knees are wide. Now, this is pretty bendy for a lot of people. I've got a personal question. Can you put your right hand on your right heel? Just like that. I know a lot of people over 50 can't even dream of that. Left arm up. Now, I want you to thrust your Elvis. I want you to lean all the way back. I want you to stretch on this blue cushion until you feel spiritual ecstasy rocket up your spine and shoot out your chest. Good. Come on up. You can tell I've been teaching on Zoom for a while, this kind of exaggerated language. Left hand, left heel, right arm. Grind those hips up, lean. Now the gymnasts are bringing the hand all the way over. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Oh, I love this stretch because nobody stretches the front of their Levi's anymore. Good, kitty cats. Come on down. All right. Now, from here, I'm sitting back. Ooh. Leave me a comment on YouTube. What do you think of my new chair, Bay Area friends? I'd love to hear what you think. Now, we're going to do one of my favorite sequences, and it's perfect for the blue cushion. Put my bolster behind me. I put a block where my block head goes back here. Now, my Bay Area friends, they're really bendy. They're going to probably be able to do this without something behind them, but I'm going to leave that up to them. Now, my feet are together. I'm wagging my knees. Wagging my knees. Boop, boop, boop. Now, this is my right shin. Folding it under. This is such a cool pose. Right shin folded under. Now, I'm on the top of my foot. Some of my very weird friends, they're on the inner ankle bone and their ankle is dorsiflexed. I do not. Those are people from a whole different planet. Now, my left knee is out to the side. I had completely stopped doing this pose. I couldn't do it a few months ago. On the blue cushion, I jiggle my undercarriage, which is That's another Thursday benefit right there. And oh boy, oh boy, this is a $5 pose right here. This is going to change the world. Now, I understand if you're tight in Tennessee, you ain't leaning back. You're just leaning over to the left and you're gritting your teeth. You're going to get better. Tension's going to release. You're going to go through crispy layers of your life and psyche and soul. And before you know it, you'll be back on a cushion. Your left leg will straighten out. Your arms will go back over your head. And when you can get in that prayerful position, your mind is going to stop. And bliss is going to come flooding in. So about a minute and a half. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it either. Don't underdo your life. Make big mistakes. I have. Now every week I'm getting better at this. I can get my arms back over my head. Now I wouldn't do this on the floor, but on my blue cushion, yeah, baby. Move your breath down to your belly button. I'm not going to rush you to the next thing. This class is not about quantity of movement. It's about a few poses done with quality and breath. Yeah, I can move my head block. Oh, my head's coming down. Nice. Grab my elbows. Now in this pose, I almost look like a yoga teacher. I can really feel my right bun dropping as my hip flexor and my quadricep release. Ankle and knee open. Okay, my friends, now from here, I'm re-elevating my upper parts. Now I'm back up. Now here's the counter pose, and it's so good for you. I'm going to bring my hands behind, and since the bolster's here, it gives me extra lift. I'm going to take the down here, and it's going to go way up. Arching your spine corresponds with ecstasy. Lift up, arch up. People don't arch up enough, and it's sad. Lift up. You should be arching up a few times a week. Good, now sink down. Now, for tight Tennessee, crispy in Cleveland, desperate in Dallas, you probably can't do this next thing, but it's a twist, and I'm twisting toward my right leg. You're way over here, you can't twist. 2 weeks, no problem. Turn to your right, and now this left hand grabs this right shin. My right arm parks on my bolster, and I get hella twist. If you're brand new, you can just kind of go, wow, I can hardly. That's what I do when I watch the pro drummers on YouTube, all my teachers. I watch them and I go, God, I can hardly wait when I can do that. And then I pray God to help me, and then I practice my ass off. Good. All right, now I come out of that, drag this leg out. Ooh, I love that. Stretch that out. Oh boy, blue cushion. Now I stretch my legs out. See that? Stretch up really strong. Get the dent out. Some poses leave an impression. Other poses leave a dent, just like relationships. Now, what's super groovy is that we have the time on Thursday night, Blue Cloud Ecstasy Yoga. My right knee goes out to the side, grab my left shin, fold it under. Now, I know if you're not so bendy in Baltimore, if you went in and did this in your bedroom on your bed, you could at least get in this and lean over to the right and pray God forgive you for being sedentary for like a decade. But the Bay Area friends, they're going to level their hips down. Maybe they have a bolster behind them. Maybe they don't. They're going to start to lean back. And if they can't lean back, they're going to be super prudent and maybe get to here. I'm going to take my time on this side, but we do have time. The bendies are going to flop all the way back. They're going to bring their arms back over their head. They're going to, here, I'll show you some Sanskrit. They're going to do Supta Ardha Virasana, laid all the way on their back. They're going to do the full deep pose. If they're hypermobile, I would even invite them to bring their right knee into their chest, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, it took me a while to get down. I've definitely tilted over to the right. Huge stretch of my quad, hip flexor. Left shoulder complex has to relax. I'm not ready to bring my head down or bring my arms back over my head yet. Okay, I'm starting to settle. I can feel it. If you do yoga consistently, you begin to get to know your body. You can feel when it offers a little more space, and you can feel when it doesn't. And you send breath ambassadors to the tight places. Okay, got one arm back over my head. Starting to settle in, settle down, settle up. I'm not ready to stretch my right leg out though. Not yet. It's nice to be patient, isn't it? To use the tincture of time. Sometimes you want to do it slow. Another half a minute. This is going places we can't get to with our conscious mind. deep into our karma, deep into the folds of our brain, deep into our samskaras, the habit patterns. Okay, exhale all the air out. Bring yourself up slowly. Honor the position. Oh, boy, I'm so grateful to be back in that pose again. Now, counter pose. Pause behind me. Thrust your groinage skyward. I want to hear your belt buckles squeak. Chest up. Head back. This is your life. It's not a trial run. Lift up. Spread your toes open. Good. Sink down. Good. Now, I know if you're atrophied in Atlanta, you're probably not doing this twist. Hands up, turn left. Turn toward your leg. Grab your right shin with your left hand or your right hip. Left arm behind me. Jack your spine up. Take a glorious spinal twist to the left with your lower body acting as a firm, stable, immovable, strong foundation. Please. Finish your exhalations all the way. Good. Now, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. Dragging my left leg out, get a little rug burn. Comes back around to the front. Are you grateful for your body, such as it is? Loyal, amazing. St. Francis, he called his body his donkey. Isn't that cool, St. Francis? He thought his body was just a loyal, friendly donkey. He was disabled to some degree. He loved his body. Didn't get in the way of him helping tens of thousands, millions of other humans. Let's chant Om together. Big inhale. Now, the thing about the blue cushion is the twisting is so good on the back. So my Bay Area friends are really going to dig it because we have a twist in one direction, a twist in the other direction, and then we have a finishing restorative pose, and then we will have just knocked it out of the park. So even my Bay Area friends, who are much smarter than most people, even they put a blanket underneath their neck. If you're watching in Ukraine or Zimbabwe or Kamchatka or New Zealand, put a blanket underneath your neck, on your back. Really enjoy. This is the frosting of the class. I'm way back here. I'm on the right side of my mat. My right knee comes in. I grab it. If you're tight, you're just barely going to be able to tip over. Bring the knee all the way in. Once you got it, that's as far in as it goes for me. Not bad. Then I'm going to take this and zing it all the way over to the left. My right shoulder lifted. My spine shortened. Got a blanket underneath my neck. And now we're going to take about 2 minutes to open out to the right. And this is where the blue cushion really shines, is the ability to absorb and disperse the body weight across a broad plane and bring relief and healing and life force deep into the cells and atoms. On the blue cushion, I can push into my left elbow. Ooh, that deepens my twist. I want to twist deeply in this position, but I want to do it slow and patient. The breathing will be choppy, short, and chaotic, and it will become smooth and rhythmic and full and thorough. Just the way we breathe in restorative yoga is going to deliver amazing health benefits. We could do the same sequence every single week and we would benefit exceptionally. And we'll always do a different sequence. There's always the trust and friendly poses. There's always something we haven't done for a while. Plus, this pose will make it so you can eat more Doritos on Sunday. Good. Now I'm going to inhale my right knee back up. Ooh, thank God I do yoga. Now I'm sliding way over to the left side of my magic blue cloud, plumping up my neck, bringing my left knee in, getting a hold, bringing it in, getting a good stretch. While I pull my left knee in, I push my right heel out. Now, take the knee, so you got all the cushions out in front. Woo, bonk, plump my head up, left shoulder lifted, pin my knee down, lift my right shoulder blade, get it over a little, and then ecstasy, bliss, joy, euphoria, we-phoria. The blue cloud makes this 10 times better. Good. Breathe with me. Big inhale. Exhale. Let it out. When I'm on the blue cushion, I can get my left shoulder all the way down. Pushed into my right elbow, getting hecka bendy for 50 years old. Feels great. Okay, kitty cats. Inhale the knee back up. And then we're going to do ecstasy shavasana, and I'll explain it. Sit back up for just a second. So ancient yogis, they said at the end of yoga practice, especially blue cloud restorative yoga that would be happening in about 2,500 years, all the yogis around the world got 6 or 7 minutes in shavasana. So you can just lay on your blue cushion if you want. Night, Helga. Great to see you. Helga has special dispensation from God not to do, but everybody else has to do shavasana. Now, here's what I'm going to do tonight. I got my blue cushion, or not my blue cushion. I got my damn recliner. I'm going to put it to work. Now, maybe you don't have a couch or a big, thick, cushy chair nearby. So I want to do Viparita Karani. That's just fancy yoga talk for just 2 bolsters or 6 blankets or 2 dogs and a cat or your mate that you're doing yoga with. Oh my God, this is illegal in 37 states. Now, this feels great on the 2 bolsters. My hips, reverses my circulation. But now, because I got this damn recliner right here. Watch this. You're going to love this. I've got a restoratively folded blanket. I'm going to take this and make it even better. Put my legs up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, once I'm here, I lift up my booty. I put this underneath my sacrum. Oh, oh boy. Okay, bye, you guys. See you in 7 minutes. Do it with you. Just have your damn legs up high and sink in with me, okay? SYNC. This feels good on concrete, asphalt, dirt. Man, it feels splendid on the cush. Full vegging out, full floating downstream. If you're doing the version on the couch or a cushy chair, make sure you put a blanket right underneath your sacrum, the bone at the base of your spine. You want lifty buns and you want your kidneys to sink, and that's going to super activate your parasympathetic relaxation mode. Okay, I promise to be quiet for 5 minutes. I promise. Now, my friends, I could do this with you for another 12, 13 hours, but take your time, no rush. That's just the sound of my voice. Don't even get up yet. Just start to breathe back toward your body. Breathe back into your body. Good. Feel your body weight back on the cush. Feel around for your skin. And at this precious moment, wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super ecstatic feel God through your body. Bliss, love, joy, euphoria, peace. Bliss, love, joy, euphoria, peace. Good. Curl over on your side. Take your time. Love all over yourself. Good. Now do your best to keep your eyes closed. Sit up together all the way around the world, down the street and around the world. Good. We've arrived back. We've gone full circle around the world in 80 minutes. Hands into our heart. Bow our head, humble ourselves. Thanks to the infinite one that draws us all together. All together we say, Namaste. I love me some Thursday blue cloud yoga with my friends. I feel healthier and stronger, and it's great to do it with other humans. As always, I bid arrivederci and Avidasane to my worldwide friends. Help us get to 1 billion subscribers. It is my avowed mission to carry the love and light of yoga and healing to as many humans as I can. So that's up to God, but you could help me by liking and subscribing. We'll see you guys later. And for fun, we